And Maki is in this room right here. So, what level are you? 36? He'll catch up, because what I'll do is I'll put Lilim on him. Before we go into the final dungeon, so he'll have Lilim for the final dungeon. And I forget, this might be where the game ends, basically, for the bad ending. Because Maki basically confronts you in the bad ending. First of all, this mask right here, freaky as hell. But Maki basically confronts you and calls you a hypocrite and throws you back to the beginning of the game. Don't hide like that. Boy, that's some deep talk about suicide right there, man. Thank you very much. But because Maki left our party, she comes in at whatever level the main character was. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, I don't really care about her level. So she's back in the party, and she is the same exact level as the main character. So she is level 48, 47. And she has the same. She comes with the same equipment that she started with, but you can just put her other equipment back on her. Let's see, Phaleg back on her. Yep. So I think this is the first time right here. Even a dream, illusion, or a shadow. I think that's the first time they use the term shadow. So I guess Maki is technically a shadow, which makes sense because shadows are basically the same thing as personas. It's just personas are the parts of you that you have internalized, I guess. I'm sorry, me. I'm sorry. That is a very surreal conversation to be a part of, I imagine. So, do you remember the Alea Shrine from way back in the beginning of the game? The place where we found Maki's mother, she'd been shot? A genuine conversation with one inner child. So, so that would be Mom, Miss... What is that backwards, actually? Hold on. It's Mom something. R-E-A-S-U-R-E. Mom Mystery Sure? I don't know. It's obviously Mom Mystery something. Mom Mystery Sure? I don't know. Anyway. We're done here. We are going to the shrine, but first we're going to do some shopping. We went over this, Maki. There are 5. There's the real you, the 2 little ones, the crazy psycho one, Pandora, and then there's you. Anyway, Mikage runes are up there. I'm going to be going to Mikage runes because I'm going to do another round of Persona Fusion. So I'm going to have to do that off screen because I'm not going to subject you to all that. But I need to switch my setup back to my regular setup there. So now I do care about Maki's experience. Like, her experience from this point on is not wasted. So let's see. Boom. And by the way, you cannot go back to the east side of town. It's completely blocked off. And if you talk to those guys at the subway entrance, they're like, "Oh, wow, it's the east side of town has disappeared." Okay, so I need to go into the mall. I should have done, shouldn't have done weapons. I should have done auto act. There we go. Got a Bach knock. Let's see. We'll go into the mall here and we'll see if somebody's outside revving a motorcycle, because yeah, of course they are, because we're in Texas and people do shit like that because they're inconsiderate assholes. Okay. There. We're gonna put that on because it gives him more stats. I did pick up this. So this is actually better than what he has on. So that's actually a reasonable weapon that I wouldn't mind taking into the final battle. So if I wanted to, I don't necessarily have to go and buy or get that last weapon, but I am going to get it because I've already got it down in my notes. So At this point, new stuff becomes available. The jog stuff is basically the best equipment for males, but the Sturm stuff is the best stuff for females. Fortunately, they wait a while to give it to you, which is one of the reasons why I think getting Reiji is the best. Reiji or Brown. I think those are the two best picks for this. I basically don't have to sell any of that if I want to, because I have plenty of money to buy what I'm going to get. So I'm going to be, just to walk you through real quickly what I'm going to be doing off screen. I am, oh, by the way, if you want guns, the convenience store, remember it's outside on the same screen as the school and the shrine, the Alea Shrine. So I'm going to be going to the Maki rooms, and I'm going to be getting a level 22 Snake Yato no Okami. I've already got one of those. I need a I need a Brute. Specifically, the one I'm going to go for is the Brute Hanya, level 16. I'm going to get a Raptor Moshuvyu, a Slime, a Raptor Megagaria, a Yakuza, and an Ukobak and a Zombie to fuse Loki. I'm probably going to see, but here's the thing: is like, do I think I'll be high enough level to fuse Loki? I mean, to use Loki, because Loki is level 51, so that means I need to gain 4 levels, 4 persona levels in 1 dungeon. My backup is to get a Haunt or a Spirit. The Haunt and a Spirit, excuse me, which would be Preda and like Poltergeist or something, and fuse them to get the Anka. We'll see. So all of that is stuff I got to do off screen. But first, the last thing I'm going to do with my money I basically don't need money anymore. Oh, by the way, this guy, he will trade gems for stuff. The stock changes, I think. I think it's the stock is random what he'll actually has. But most of the time, this guy has like worthless nonsense. This guy, however... Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy... and this. I'm going to buy an Aggie Stone. And we need bullets for that one. Bullets for that one. Matter for that. Okay. And the rest of my money is going into one thing. Those. Why am I doing that? Well, okay, so the final boss has a move that is crazy powerful called Butterfly Storm. Butterfly Storm is a magic attack. So you can block it if you have Makarakarn up. Unfortunately, I don't have Makarakarn. There is a demon that's relatively easy to get. Although getting the demon, it requires the black garter belt totem, which you can get from the black markets. Whatchamacallit, the black markets casino. And it's not Lilum, it's Succubus. That's what she is. Succubus is basically a better statted version of Lilum. So getting Succubus is not bad. It's not a bad idea. The problem is, of course, that you have to be like level 51 or so to get it. So I'm kind of in the same boat with. In addition to, I would have had to spend all that money to get tokens or nothing. So basically, my workaround for that is to just buy a bunch, as many as it'll let me get of the magical guards. It's going to come in handy. Basically, what that's going to allow me to do is to not die in the final battle. It's like, it's not even really cheesing the final battle because of the way, because I can still get incredibly unlucky and the boss just kill me. Because the final boss gets 2 turns in a row. And what she'll do is, if you're unlucky, she'll cast Butterfly Storm twice, and you just die. No, I don't want to overwrite that, because that's where I started. What if there's something wrong with my recording? So the idea, and you've seen this some as we played the game, hopefully you've taken a notice, even though my main character has 99 agility, he doesn't always go first. He does a majority of the time, but every once in a while he just randomly goes last. So what is going to happen inevitably in that battle is I'm going to eat a Butterfly Storm. I'm going to probably eat several Butterfly Storms. So my persona setup is very specifically chosen to minimize the amount of damage that I take in the final battle. It's like I very specifically set myself up for the final battle, and I'm gonna have in addition to Butterfly Storm, the final boss also has Mabufu. Is it dying? It's either I think it's Bufudyne. I think it's Mabufudyne, but or whatever it's called. I don't even know if there's a Mabufudyne in this game. But anyway, she has a really powerful ice attack that she does. Well, she will very, very, very rarely cast Butterfly Storm twice in a row, but she does like to cast Butterfly Storm and then Bufudyne. So you'll end up in a situation where Butterfly Storm has you on your last legs, and then this other one finishes you or closest to finishing you. So what I like to do is I like to guard against everything but Butterfly Storm, and then the magical guards basically take care of most of the Butterfly Storms. I can eat a few of them and be fine. It's just the later one, like it's eating multiples that can be bad. So anyway, next time on Persona, we're going to go to the Alea Shrine. I'll show you my new personas, and then after the Alea Shrine, it's the last dungeon of the game. I'll see you then.